So yesterday I went to B&Q and I've invested in an electric sander and I have bought all the attachments. I'm hoping I've got everything that I need for this project, but I think this is going to be a massive help. So on that note, let's go out and have a look at the piece of furniture. So this is it. First of all, I actually got this off Facebook Marketplace. Really happy with it. Someone has actually already upcycled it, but it was perfect dimensions for the space we need, which hopefully I'll be able to kind of show you maybe tomorrow when it's eventually in that space. The only thing that I wasn't aware of on Facebook Marketplace is they hadn't specified that this is actually a laminate surface. So this isn't real wood, which means it's obviously a lot harder to, well, I don't know if it's a lot harder, it's just a different surface to sand and paint. So one of the reasons I really wanted to get an electric sander is because I thought this would be quite difficult to sand. But I have made sure that I've bought a primer that's for an acrylic, like an acrylic based primer basically, that will really stick to it. Even though the surface will be sanded, then I will need to take these handles off. I've actually got different handles that I'll be replacing them with. And then I will be sanding down the front just really lightly and then going over with black paint. This is the current situation. We've actually ended up having so much rain, so we had to put this back inside, take a break, and a couple of hours later I'm back. This is where we're up to. I have sanded the top, I have started sanding the side. To be honest, I probably didn't even need to sand the sides. The paint would probably have gone straight over it because I chose a specific type of paint that would be fine to do that, but I just thought, considering I've got this electric sander and it's pretty easy to use, it'd be a good idea to give the sides a little sand just to make sure paint goes on as smoothly as possible. If you're thinking about upcycling a piece of furniture and you think you may do another one or eventually use this at another point, this electric sander is amazing. I think it was 20 quid from B&Q. I thought they were all gonna be really expensive. It was so cheap. And and they just sell like a universal size sheet that you literally Velcro onto it. How good is that? And it saves you potentially hours. Sanding the other piece of upcycle furniture I did was the longest part of it. I'm really fighting the weather here, but this is the primer that I'm using. Although I have realised that I've bought white primer and black paint, but I'm just gonna go with it. I'm only actually painting the top bit with primer because this bit I think is the bit that's gonna get more wear and tear out of. Elliot will probably put loads of things on this surface and I just wanna make sure that the paint really sticks to it. Filling the holes.
A little bit of filler.
A little bit of filler. I actually forgot to buy some, but the guys doing our wardrobes very kindly lent me some of theirs, so I didn't have to do another trip to B&Q. So the wind has really picked up, but the first layer of black is going on. So I started off with the sides. I had initially had that dust sheet down, but wow, the wind was just making that really difficult to use. So I think I'm gonna paint all the way down to almost the bottom, and then at the end just flip it and do a couple of coats on the bottom bits, which you'll hardly see anyway. So I forgot to show you this next step, but I basically, after I'd put the wood filler in, I then sanded over the top, so that is now completely smooth. And as you can see, because I've done the first black draw, you can hardly tell where the wood filler's been. In fact, when I've got a couple of layers of paint on, you probably are not gonna be able to tell at all. So I'm partway through doing this second layer, and I was initially going to try and do it all with a paintbrush because my stepmom has this beautiful piece of furniture that she's painted all with a brush, but I just think this was looking really streaky. So although I did the first layer with a brush, I've now started doing it with a roller and I think it looks so much better already. we had quite a few bananas that were about to go off, so I've made a banana bread with some dark chocolate chips, and it's now going in the oven to bake for 50 minutes. I cannot wait to eat this. I've actually not had banana bread for a long time, and we've not had breakfast yet, so this is gonna be breakfast. This morning's been so random. It's consisted of me doing a layer of paint, making a banana bread. We haven't eaten any breakfast yet, but I have made a juice, which is great, and it will last us a little while. I realised in my last vlog, I think I made the orange, carrot and ginger one, and this is beetroot, apple, ginger, lemon and celery, which is quite a lot today. But what I do find, I used to try and make one every day, but the washing up is just awful from a juicer. If you guys have one, you'll know how annoying it is. But if you put some kind of citrus in it, it does keep for like 2 to 3 days in the fridge. So I've started making a larger batch and doing that. So the lemon in that actually gives it such a nice flavour anyway. But it also just stops it from going brown or anything in the fridge. And Elliot, on the other hand, has just been sat chilling here and watching Tintin all morning, haven't you?
Yes.
With no breakfast. We do need to go to the bakery and grab some food, don't we?
We do, yes. I am very hungry.
But there's your juice for now.
Thank you very much.
Health is wealth. Apologies for the background noise, but my air fryer is on. I just want to show you that the hardware for my upcycle project has just arrived. So we've got these beautiful brassy gold colour ring pulls and these fake, it's basically like a fake key slot. I'm so happy with them. I think they look beautiful. They look very expensive. It was worth the like 2-week wait or whatever I waited for them. And we've got 6 of the ring pulls and then 3 of the little key slots. Friendship bracelets at Astrid and Me, and I've gone for an orange stone. Oh, where's the stone? Megan's gone for a greeny one.
Here's the little stone. Hang on one sec. Yeah, your phone's There we go. Twins. Oh, no,
So Brit, no, not yet.
It's not there yet.
I have such nice Yeah, right, go for it. Good morning, guys. So it's the next day and I just wanted to give you a little roundup of kind of what happened yesterday, because I know I think I've done like a montage of loads of different clips and not really spoken to the camera at all. So I started off yesterday by going into London and I had a meeting with literally my dream brand. My manager, Summer, every kind of quarter of a year, she makes me give her an updated list of dream brands. I've worked with Summer for years now, and this one brand has always been at the top and to me has always been like completely unachievable. And I think I am about to work with them on a very, very exciting campaign. So if you do follow me on Instagram, if you don't, definitely go and give me a follow. You will know that I come from more of a fitness background. So I used to play squash to quite a high level. And after I finished university, I thought I was gonna work in fashion. I then ended up, long story short, getting really into health, food, exercise, and I did my PT qualifications. So my background on social media is actually kind of through a fitness route. And I started this channel as like a slightly different like outlet for me. I actually know that a few of you on here have probably started following me because of fitness. But this brand is very fitness based, very me. I asked on my Instagram stories yesterday, I did one of those little question box things and I said like, can anyone guess it? So many of you guessed it, which is really cool. So I had that meeting in the morning with my manager, Summer, and a lovely lady from the brand. I then went and had a cryo appointment, which was really, really cool. And weirdly enough, I was on my feet all day yesterday. I did about 18,000 steps, which for me, at the stage I'm at with my injury, is like, it's not actually that good for me, I don't think. I was also wearing quite clunky shoes. I was wearing my Doc Martens. And I had my cryo appointment. Cryo is meant to have incredible benefits. I'm not gonna list them all, but go and give cryotherapy a Google. You're basically stood in a chamber that is freezing cold. I don't know exactly what temperature it is, but it's meant to have amazing anti-inflammatory benefits alongside a ton of other things. But that's the reason I really, really wanted to try it out. So I went to Harvey Nichols, tried that out, and I didn't have a swollen knee yesterday. And I didn't have any knee pain, which is really, really unusual for me. Like Megan and I were walking around London for, well, probably hours in total, and it felt really good. And I mean, it could just be like psychological. I know the brain does weird things, but for me, that's like massive progress. So I had my cryo appointment and we then went to have a bit of lunch. We went to Astronomiu, which is a beautiful jewellery company if you're from the UK. And we actually got these friendship bracelets fitted, which I think you will have seen in some of the clips. We got these beautiful friendship bracelets fitted. So I've got a pale orange stone in mine. It's actually not my birthday. I'm a July birthday, so it's ruby. But both of us actually didn't get our birthdays. We got kind of our favourite colour. So I got pale orange. Orange is my favourite colour, and I think it's called citrine. And Meg's got the pale green one, which matches her engagement ring, and they're just so sweet. So they're like welded on, and they're from Astronomiu. Definitely go and check it out because it'd be such a beautiful idea for you and one of your really good friends, or like a mum or a dad. So we had those done, and I was then inspired from being in that shop, and I actually went to get another piercing, which I'm going to show you now. So that is the piercing that I got, the little gemstone in the kind of middle of my, I don't know what I actually have no idea what it's called. And I'm so happy with it. It was a bit of like a rogue decision from me. Last week I was like, oh, maybe I'd consider getting another piercing. I actually have quite a few piercings, but I have not had a piercing since I was like genuinely about 16, I think. When I was younger, like me and my friends used to pierce each other's ears, which is obviously not a good idea. I wouldn't recommend that. Sorry, I feel like I'm just chatting and chatting, but then we had such an exciting day, basically. We then went to see the new J-Lo film, Marry Me, and oh my gosh, it's like mine and Megan's favourite kind of film, like just very fun, energetic, like feel good, very light-hearted, had Owen Wilson in as well. But we went to see a very cool screening at White City House, which is one of the Soho House group. And it was also to celebrate the launch of her perfume, which I've actually just sprayed on this morning, and it's so gorgeous. It's quite like a mature scent, but it's very like, I think they're saying like woody, sandalwood stuff. I honestly don't know that much about perfume. So yeah, I'm on a high after such a fun day yesterday. Right, so it's actually a couple of days later now, and first of all, excuse my hair, I just got out of the shower, but I feel like I'm fighting the light, and I really wanted to film this while there's still a bit of natural light, so you could see what I was doing properly. And I'm also feeling really under the weather today. I was with a couple of people at the weekend who also don't feel that great, so yeah. Been testing, so far negative, but I think I probably have just got a bit run down, or I've got a little bit of a cold. So please excuse if I sound a little bit bunged up or a little bit low on energy. But this afternoon, I really want to get these handles on this piece of furniture. Elliot's been using the piece of furniture without the handles on, and to be fair, it works absolutely fine without them on. But I've put it off for so long because I needed to do a trip to B&Q to get the right size nails. These are the handles. I think they are so beautiful. I will try and link them below, but they were from Etsy. And this is how they go on. So this bit goes on the inside of the drawer and this bit goes on the outside of the drawer. But when these are fully screwed on, the drawer is actually a lot narrower than that. It's only 1.5 centimeters. So I needed to buy some more screws. I went to B&Q and suddenly realized I've got absolutely no idea what I'm talking about in terms of DIY stuff. So yeah, I think hopefully I've bought the right screws. So what I've just been doing, and I thought I wouldn't bore you with the footage from it because it was seriously boring. I've just taken this chalk marker. I have divided this in 4, the length, and then marked halfway up each drawer in width so you can see those white dots. I actually need to give this a wipe because this is the remnants of the chalk marker. Middle white dot will have one of these kind of fake keyhole things, and then the left and right ones will have the rings. So if I'm being really honest, this is my first time using a drill, and Elliot's not in the house, so I'm just really hoping it goes okay. I've had a change of plan already. We're going in with the bigger drill. I've just had to FaceTime Elliot because he's not here at the moment to ask him how to fit the stupid end bit onto it, because that took me a while to figure out. But now I know. So I'm going in with this bigger drill with this section to try and attach these handles. Right, we've done one hole. It's quite satisfying actually. First handle down, 6 more of these ones to go, but I think I have got the knack. Right, so I genuinely don't know what's going on here, but I can only get this screw in to a certain point, which actually makes me think that there's something in the way or stopping it from going in, and I've got no idea what it is. Don't know if we're gonna have to think of like a plan B for these cute little sections. Maybe I need to glue them on or something. Guys, doing DIY is hard. I think you can see from my tomato face. It was actually really getting me out of breath doing that. I think paired with the fact that I'm not feeling 100%. So for the keyhole things, I don't really know what to call them, had to kind of go with a plan B. You can maybe figure it out when Elliot gets back, but I have a feeling that there's something metal down the middle because I just could not get a screw into that section and it was heating up and I was honestly worried it was gonna like catch fire. So for now, I've gone with the trusty super glue and I have glued them on and I'm gonna show you what they look like. So this is what they look like and I'm honestly so happy with how it's come out. I think it looks so luxurious, and for the cost as well, I'm over the moon. I'm actually going to put in the inspo pic for this piece of furniture. I think I mentioned earlier, but my inspo was fully this piece of furniture from Swoon, which is a beautiful furniture shop. We've actually just had a desk delivered from there, but the piece of furniture was just so expensive and I just thought I could probably make something really similar myself. So here it is, and I think Elliot is gonna literally love it. In another vlog, when this room is really tidy and nice, I will give you like a full little tour of it because we've got a couple of things we still want to put up on walls and things, but the idea is it's like Elliot's kind of, well, it's literally a walk-in wardrobe, so Elliot's walk-in wardrobe space, and I just think it's going to be really cool. It's really nice that we've both got a room in the house which is kind of ours and we've been able to sort of do what we want to it. Having said that, I've definitely come up with all the ideas for Elliot's dressing room, but this room is just going to be really cool with some like black and gold details, lots of neutrals but in a more sort of masculine way. So yeah, hopefully there's going to be 2 rooms in the house that have got a lot of character, and they'll probably be the first 2 rooms to be completely done as well. But yeah, I'm going to insert some pictures because the light isn't amazing at the moment that I took on my proper camera so you can kind of see what it looks like all done. I think I'm going to wrap the video up here. I've already started filming for Sunday's vlog. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and supporting my videos. I honestly am loving uploading them, so make sure you subscribe if you want to stick around. There'll be another video coming on Sunday and hopefully I won't be ill for the rest of this week. Fingers crossed. Pray for me. Yeah, loads of love to you all and see you in my next video. Bye.